Hello, everyone. This is your spirit guide, Grover Cleveland here, with a message for those who seek to be enlightened. You can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram and Twitter. The link is in the description. Take only memories, leave only footprints.
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Oh, they said they could stop him. They said he'd never come back. They said he was as good as dead. But I'm back, baby. It's me, Ryan O'Connor, on Ink the Book Show, my YouTube show where I ink my first graphic novel called Bonehead. This is page 129, allegedly. It's probably a good deal further than that, but technically. And then we've got about 100 pages to go. So that's what we're doing. I'm only going to be on for maybe an hour today, I'm thinking. And then maybe tomorrow I'll have more time to spend on finishing this page and doing the next page. Hoping. Because I know my schedule the next few days is a little rough. Okay. But other than that, let's ink this page. I've got tea. I've also got some Cheez-Its here. I've barely touched food lately. So I just grabbed something out of the pantry. Right before coming on here. Forgive my munching, but I won't do it anymore throughout the show. Okay. This little girl is the indication that they've reached society on planet Montana. Yum. Okay. Well, I was going to show off the piece I'm working on in my sketchbook. I drew it like 2 days ago. I was doing so good this month. I feel like at doing the daily drawings, but with St. Patrick's Day, I got thrown off, I guess. But here's when I started. I think I drew this on St. Patrick's Day, or I started drawing it, and then I finished drawing it and inking it yesterday. I started coloring it today. Just taking my time. Because I wasn't feeling good on St. Patrick's Day? No, it was the next day. I didn't have much free time on St. Patrick's Day. I squeezed this show in, and then everything else was like I was running late. I went to church this morning. So there's that. What else? I got to try some Flaming Hot Ranch Doritos and Flaming Hot Fritos for the first time last night. I only had a couple of each. Somebody wanted me to try them. Not as flavorful as the... First of all, the ranch ones, I barely tasted any ranch in it. And I kind of barely tasted any of the Flamin' Hot. Same with the Fritos. See, I like the Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I eat those all day, every day. Well, that's not true. I don't eat them all day, every day. That's jacked up. But I do like those. That is a snack of choice for me. This girl is confident. I almost want her to be a character. But she just walks on by and goes, "Hey, society." I invited the population of Earth again. It's Sunday, so why aren't all my loved ones joining me on camera? Do they have someplace better to be? I know my dad doesn't. He's incapacitated. No, he's out of commission. Oh, my dad had one of his knees replaced. He's going to get the other one replaced soonish. I don't think he knows when yet. And then, so he can't drive, he can't work. He's pretty much couch and bed bound. Though he was taking little walks. I think he said to like the neighbor's house or something, just to get some exercise, just to not be so stationary. You don't want your legs withering away. Maybe some people want their legs to wither away. I can't speak for those people. I don't know what their deal is. All I know is most of the people that run in my circles are very grateful for the use of their legs. Some people say, take these legs away from me. I ain't using them. I don't want to use them. I never asked for these. P.U. Get out of here with these legs of mine. If God gives me a body with working legs, I'll send it back. Oh man, I saw. So there's the comic book artist who does Axe Cop. He also has a web comic called Bearmageddon that he's working on. He's got some other stuff out there. I bought for my nephews, my 5-year-old nephews. Well, I think I bought it for him a couple years ago, but his storybook, Brave Ollie Possum, just kind of like it's inspired by like Roald Dahl stories. I heard him say. And my nephews really love that one. Just saying. But yeah, last night I saw a video. He's been making videos with his kids. Ethan Nicole, that is. He's been making videos with his kids, starring this messed up baby doll that they're calling Brewster. I guess they call him Brewster, but it's spelled like Brewster. I don't know. But he's been posting videos to YouTube It's called Brewster Channel, and I don't know. I was finding out about it on Instagram, on Ethan Nicole's Instagram, but it's so yeah. He's been posting the episodes on his Instagram as well, but they're on YouTube. There is a YouTube channel that I think he links to. On his Instagram, but it's just like basically him doing videos with his kids playing with toys. There was the first one was like a music video where his daughter wrote this song about this baby doll, and he made music to it and made a video for it, and they sing along, and it's pretty funny actually. And then so there were a couple already, and then they just did another episode where the baby gets superpowers and fights dinosaurs and stuff, and it's just like, yeah, just that him playing with his kids and their toys, but it's pretty funny. And I guess his catchphrase is, "Oh yeah, Buddy Tuck it." Buddy Tuck it. I don't know. I think that's just something his little boy said, and they ran with it. I was pretty entertained by him. You know what I haven't looked at in a while? I haven't caught up on it in a while. Is that that Bearmageddon comic, which I think has got to be coming to a close. I think they've got volume 1 available. You can order that as a book now. But I think he's got to be in the last act of that. It's got to be coming to a close soon. Though I think he's been really infrequent with updating it lately. Maybe for a while. But I started reading that. I might have still been in school. I think 2012. It's had a lot of setbacks, so it's been slow going releasing. I remember when I was when it first came out, it was going smooth for a while, and then his colorist just kind of up and vanished on him or something. Like suddenly they stopped sending him stuff and contacting him. So he was like, he needed a new emergency colorist, and he found one, I think, fairly quickly. But then it was just like a bunch of things like that kind of kept happening, just weird setbacks. And then, you know, he got other jobs, and like there was the Axe Cop TV show that came out, and then there was he was working with the Babylon Bee and doing all kinds of stuff for them. He was kind of like the big shot over there until December. Now he's doing videos for Daily Wire, I understand. I don't know nothing about that though. But yeah, he's doing. I think he's doing like podcasts on his Patreon, where he just has chats with friends of his. But he's I know he's pretty busy, so he's been pretty busy for. Oh, he was working on VeggieTales with Doug TenNapel a while back. The new Netflix ones. he had all kinds of stuff going on that was slowing down Bearmageddon. But I had gotten caught up, and I know that the current page is not where I left off, so I know it's updating to some capacity. But Bearmageddon is pretty cool. It's like bears are taking over the world, and it's it's what it sounds like, Bearmageddon. But there's all these bears start showing up and just attacking people all of a sudden, and there's also this like mountain man that's in the story named Dickinson Killdeer. And what else? A lot of the bears, after a while, you see like a lot of these bears are like mutant bears. There's like an octo bear, like a bear with like octopus tentacles. There's flying squirrel bear that flies like a flying squirrel. There's bears with deer antlers. There's all kinds of, I don't know. And I think on the what is it, the header for the website, there's a bear with like machine gun arms or something. So I don't know what as far as I had read in the story, I don't think it quite explained, maybe a little tiny bit, or it at least alluded to an explanation, but I don't think it really got into what's with all these bears or mutant bears yet. So I think that was still coming. But it was pretty fun. And if you don't know Axe Cop, you got to check out Axe Cop. So I feel like I talked about this on a recent show, kind of recently anyway. Maybe this month I talked about Ethan Cole and all of his stuff, but he, back in like 2009, 2010, he wanted to start a webcomic of Bearmageddon back then, but he wasn't sure how to do it, so he kind of like, he had on the, like, just in his personal life, he had started doing he had been visiting his little brother, who he was 25 years older than. I think he was 30. His little brother was 5. And like when he would go over there, his brother would be like, "Do you want to play Axe Cop?" Because all he had, like, his main, that was just the toy that he was into playing with at the time, was a cop figure, and he didn't have a gun, but he had like a fireman axe weapon that he would give him. So he called him Axe Cop, and so Ethan would be like, "Yeah, sure, let's play Axe Cop," and like his brother always wanted him to be Axe Cop, and then he would do voices and stuff, and like, and whatever characters they would play as were just whatever toys Malachi and Nicole had. So it's like, this one's a dinosaur and his name is Wexter and blah blah blah, and then he would just like, whatever they were playing, like it was like Ethan started holding Malachi to the logic that he was like setting forth as they played. Like, so like he'd say, "Oh, you got blood, you got unicorn blood on you, so now you turn into a unicorn." And he's like, "Oh, really?" So whenever you get blood on you, you turn into that thing. He goes, yeah. Okay. And then he would just keep that in his back pocket, and the next time someone got blood on them, they turned into that thing, because he would hold them to it. And then he just kind of kept building on this kind of stuff. Like, he said he started just writing it all down and just for fun. And then he started making comics for the family and just distributing to the family. And then, so anyway, in his professional life, he was trying to do a Bearmageddon webcomic, but wanted to do something just as practice to kind of figure it out in the meantime, like how to get a webcomic going. And so for fun, he just threw up the Axe Cop comics that he'd been making for his family. And it was like, he said there were a couple days where there was like no reaction, and then all of a sudden it exploded. Like a bunch of celebrities were talking about it all of a sudden, and it was just like everybody knew what Axe Cop was. Because it sounds like it's written by a 5-year-old, because it is. And but it's like a professionally drawn comic, and it's so funny. It is so funny. I used to read it to my sister all the time. Like, so I'm the oldest. I would read it to my youngest sister. So I'm 15 years older than her. So if I was 20, I want to say I was about 20. Yeah, I was about 22, 23. And so my sister was, say, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. So, wait. I forgot how to do math. 22 minus 15. I thought I was subtracting 5 for some reason. So she was about 7. And I would read it to her all the time. And I think for Christmas one year, I bought her, I think it's called Bad Guy Earth, I think was the one I bought her. Some volume of Axe Cop comics. Some story of Axe Cop comics, which I think that one was kind of like an Axe Cop movie type of deal. It was supposed to be like extra epic or something. But I don't know. I never read it myself. But yeah, Axe Cop is brilliant. Make this stand out a little bit more than the stuff behind it. Make him stand out a little more than that. But yeah, and then he's got this Brave Ollie Possum book that I haven't read that either, but I've only ever heard good things about it. And he describes it as like he was reading Roald Dahl stories to his kids at bedtime, and it just kind of inspired him to do like this kind of fairy tale almost. Like it's he was saying it's kind of like part witches, part the witches, part I don't remember what the other thing is, he said. I forget. But it's like this boy turns into a possum, and it's about dealing with your fear. There's a witch who eats children, and my brother would read like a chapter to my nephew Carson every night. My brother Mike would read to Carson every night, and he was saying he loved it so much. And then my brother also was saying he loved it, which I'm really surprised to hear him say that he loved this kid book. But you know, he gets really it's almost uncharacteristic for my brother Mike to be like that, but since he's had a kid, he does get really excited about good, like entertainment for his kids that he also enjoys. Like I've heard him talk about a few movies and things that he gets like really excited. He's like, oh yeah, it's really good. Like there's this and this and like, and that's kind of how he was talking about Brave Alley Possum. He's like, yeah, man, that's a good story. It's like it's about fear and like it's like about facing your fear and being brave in the face of adversity and stuff like that. And so I'd like to read that. I bought a copy for him and my other nephew, Chancellor. Not Chancellor, Brayden. What time is it? It's 1:30. Yeah, I think I'm only going to go for half an hour longer. Right about that. I ate a spider. No, I just had nothing to say. Maybe I should eat a spider. Then I'd have something to talk about. Anyone got a spider for me to eat? I'll eat a spider. I don't want to eat spiders. You know what I didn't look into? Fixing the focus on this, making it less sensitive. There's gotta be a way, right? Okay. He's got these structures behind him. Um, okay. Okay. I just remembered what this conversation is, but I don't want to say it. It's a good one to save for reading it. Let's see. I spoil so much of this book while I'm drawing it. I just say everything that's going on. Probably shouldn't do that. Yeah, see, this is why I was going to end at 2 o'clock instead of maybe closer to 3. Because I am starting to doze over here. I didn't get much sleep last night. And like I cooked something and ate dinner at like 1 in the morning. Which is stupid. But I didn't get home till after midnight. This looks like Bonehead doing a Jerry Seinfeld bit. What's the deal with this? Toilet! Is it gonna let me take a whiz or play Daft Punk? Bless you. Bless you. People be sneezing in this dump. Apparently. I don't know. I mean, does this thing get satellite radio? Or what?
You know I can't afford satellite video.
Radio. My voice kind of cut out there. Yeah, getting real sleepy. Oh, what time is it? Yeah, it's 2 o'clock on the dot right now. I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish this guy. And then I'll call it quits for the day. I'll be back tomorrow. Not sure exactly what time tomorrow. It's gonna be a weird day for me. I'm thinking probably in the evening, but we'll see. There we go. That looks more like a fist. Okay, boot. Other boot. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to call that drawn. Okay, and then I'm going to Okay. That's it for today. To end part of a panel. So we're making progress, if nothing else. At least it's progress. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Probably tomorrow evening, but we'll see. I don't always know when I come on. The best I can do is try to get on every day. That's the regularity I can promise to try to do every day. But yeah. So see you soon. Adios. Take care of your pets. For a change.